Evolve while I elevate. Take flight, levitate. Breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Chiefs are top 10 in passing TDs. They go up against the Raiders defense that will need to be on its game.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. On the run, it's Ware. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3. On first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Now Pirine, and now running right through it. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw with Carr. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to where we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Mahomes. And to the left side here, Wilson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. A nice gain of 21 yards. First down, the run with Lynch. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it here with Pirine. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Gives to Marshawn. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Carr flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Carr, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Carr now to throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Down. Well, at least he was able to break the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Pirine. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Now let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw his Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Broken tackle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A run here with Lynch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find the crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
So they're operating in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On the carry, it's Lynch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now they send a man in motion right. Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They go play action here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's forced out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start on the ground with P-Ryan. Now P-Ryan is stripped of the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They start the drive with Lynch. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. And the pressure gets to him again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So out come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get 1st downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Hunt. And a short pickup here as they're going to cross the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
6-18.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They try again with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. It's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr, and he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Carr. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They'll look to throw. And some room to work. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He is going to find Hill here. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 42 yards. Tyreek Hill, he had the two fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour. That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Check 27. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Oakland, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.